Hi everyone, welcome to Connective Technologies. Today I am going to explain one of the important concept in a accounts receivable AR model, that is revenue recognition. So it is a very important question in every interview. Without this, the interviewer he may not close the AR model interview question. So before I am discussing the concept, so here we have a revenue scheduling rules. So those are four types. Let me show you that. So if you see here, we have a fixed schedule, variable schedule, daily revenue rate all periods, daily revenue rate partial periods. So these are the four types we have. So these four types, how the system it will calculate on what basis and all, I will show you the in detail explanation. Let's go and have a look on it. Okay. Yeah. So the very first, what is revenue recognition? Which customers they will use this mainly? Okay. So this is mainly used for subscription related businesses. So let's take uh, if you have a Netflix. So in Netflix you will take a 3 months plan, 6 months plan, 1 year plan. And at the same time we have a telecommunications like Airtel. We will do the recharge of our mobile plan for 30 days, 84 days, 60 days, 90 days. And if you see here, uh, Galaxians. Yeah. So these are also, if you see this customer, he is also belongs to the so telecommunication related technology they will develop, and he will give the some softwares, some technologies to the customers on a subscription based related business they will do. So in this case, if you see the some production services, so those are all they are doing subscription based. And if you take Airtel, okay, so Airtel also all their prepaid services, okay, postpaid services, okay, so there are a lot of plans we have, okay, prepaid, postpaid, okay. If you want to see the plans, see here. So data plans we have, truly unlimited plans we have, top up we have, international roaming we have, okay. So like that, we have n number of plans. So see here, 361 for 30 days, and where is this 365 days, 84 days package? Okay, so 84 days, 979, 90 days package. So this, how the system it will calculate which scheduling rule is applicable for this kind of tariff plans. I will go and explain in detail in our example. Okay. So please keep in mind. So the revenue recognition mainly used for subscription related business. So here we have a two rules: bills in advance, bills in arrears. Bills in advance means it's a prepaid service. Like we are, I mean, customer is paying the advance amount, and based on the monthly, we are recognizing the invoice. We are providing the service also. Let's take 6 months of a tariff plan. So he's paying the amount in advance, but we are servicing the particular service technology or that mobile plan to him, customer, on a monthly basis. So in this case, you cannot recognize the, I mean to say organization cannot, Airtel cannot recognize the total amount which he is paid for 6 months on a first month itself. That means he paid the total amount 6,000 or something for a 6 months. So every month you have to recognize the thousand. So in this case, to recognize that amount, we will use the revenue recognition concept. So we have one more rule called bills in arrears. So bills in arrears means it's a postpaid service. That means organization will provide the service first. At the end of the month, the invoice will be generated. Customer will pay the amount. So in this case, it is an arrears. That means on a credit base, we are giving the service at the end of the month. We generate the invoice and we will get the amount from the customer. It's a postpaid service. Okay. So let's see in advance case mainly how the calculation will happen for these four rules along with accounting entries. I will explain in detail. So let's see here. So the first rule we have a fixed schedule. So let's say fixed schedule is a 5 months. So let's assume our total invoice amount is 15,000. So if you see 15,000 means we are the customer paid the amount 15,000 for a 5 months the plan. So in this case, how much amount the system should recognize on monthly basis? So total invoice amount by 5, every month 3,000 it will come. See here. So total invoice amount 15,000 by 5 months. So every month 3,000 it will recognize our invoice amount and it will calculate automatically. So that is our fixed schedule in terms of the revenue recognition in advance. Okay, it's all are in advance only. So next one, second plan. Okay, so in this case, if you want to see the accounting entry, let me show you that as well. Yeah. So see here. So this is the first month. Let's assume it's a 5 months, right? So you can calculate from February, March, April, May, June. So when it comes to February month, the total receivable from the customer. So receivable means customer. So it's outstanding amount from the customer. He paid 15,000. Out of that, we have to recognize only 3,000 because the entire plan is this 5 months. For the 5 months amount, he is paying within the first month itself. But you should recognize that amount as in 3,000 for the current month. The remaining 12,000 it is showing as a annual revenue because that you shouldn't take as an actual revenue until you provide the remaining 4 months service. So again 3 months, sorry, again second month it will recognize the 3,000. Again third month, fourth month, fifth month. So every month it will recognize the 3 months, 3,000, 3,000 in the based on the fixed schedule rule. So here by seeing this, you may not understand the second line, second entry, third, fourth entry. So if you see month wise, you will understand very clearly. So when it comes to February month, so this is a total 15,000 invoice amount. So there we are recognizing as a 3,000 for the first month. Remaining unearned amount will be 12,000. So this unearned amount again, when we are running the same revenue recognition for the third month, it will be coming as an outstanding receivable amount from the customer. There again, out of 12,000, we will recognize the 3,000 in the second month. Remaining 9,000, it will be there. It will go and record as an unearned revenue. So the same for third month. Again, that unearned amount it will showing as a receivable when we run the revenue recognition in the third month for the same customer, same invoice. So remaining out of 9,000, if you recognize 3,000, 6,000 is a unearned revenue. Again, that unearned revenue 6,000 it will showing as a receivable for fourth month. So that is February, March, April, May. So it's a fourth month in our case. So then the remaining 3,000 is showing unearned. So at the end of the month, fifth month, the remaining amount, how much it is there, that it will recognize it as a unearned revenue. Okay. Sorry. So this is the way the system it will recognize the accounting entry. If the customer is taking a fixed scheduling rule in the revenue recognition, if you want to capture the recognition for one customer sales of invoice on a fixed basis for every month, so this is the way the accounting entries it will recognize as per our example. So if you see, so the same 3,000, 3,000 it will be recognized. The same it will be recognized in every month. Okay. So that is all about fixed schedule. Okay. Next one, we have a revenue recognition using the variable schedule for 3 months. Let's say it's a 3 months. Okay. So in this case, uh, let's assume our total invoice amount again, it's a 15,000. So in this case, the business requirement, like Airtel requirement would be, they want to recognize the out of 15,000, in the first month they want to recognize the 7,500. That means 50% invoice amount they have to recognize within the first month itself. Remaining 50%, like 7,500, they will equally distribute and 3,750 for a second month, 3,750 for a third month, they will recognize. So this is a variable schedule. That means out of total 15,000 invoice amount, the first month business want to recognize the 7,500. The remaining 50%, they will equally distribute for the second month, third month. So now we will go and see the accounting entries for this example. Second one, variable schedule. Yeah. So if you see here, so first month, let's say So let's say in our case February. Okay, so in this case, if you see the total invoice amount, we will recognize a revenue 7,500 out of 15,000 is a receivable from the customer. Remaining 7,500 it is showing as another revenue. Okay, so next this 7,500 another revenue, it will be equally distributed as a 3750 for a third month or fifth month. See here, another revenue debit, revenue will be credited for both the third month, second month and third month. So this is the way accounting interest it will generated for a variable schedule. Okay, I hope it's very clear. Next one. So these are very, very important. So this revenue recognition using the daily revenue rate all periods, it will be a bit tricky. So please listen very carefully. So let's assume, so we have a Airtel mobile recharge. Okay. Uh, like February 1st, April 30th. So this is our plan. Actually, it's a 89 days plan. Okay, 89 days. Okay, 89 days plan. The amount is 15,000. Okay, let's assume. So in this case, what we are going to do is here, how the system it will calculate in revenue recognition all periods. Let's go and have a look at it. So again, I'm explaining. So the customer is doing a recharge for his mobile top up. It's a prepaid service. February 1st to 30th April. So total 89 days. Let's see here how the system it will calculate the every month invoice for him. So revenue recognition. Okay, so using the daily revenue rate all periods. So in this case, the total AR invoice amount is 15,000. So let's see the first we can calculate the days for every month. So it's a February to 30th April, right? So February month we have 28 days. March we have 31st. April, sorry. So April we have a 30 days. So if you calculate total, it's a 89 days. It's a 89 days. So in this case, how this 15,000 equally distributed for each and every month, how the invoice it will generated, we'll calculate here in detail. Let's see here. So the total 3 months plan, the total days is 89 days. So in this case, so this, if you click on double click, total invoice by total number of days, if you do the divided by, then it will give the per day amount. It's a per day revenue rate. So 168.5393 something it will come. It's a total your invoice amount by total number of days. If you do the automatically, you will get the per day revenue. So here I given formula also how it is calculated. Okay. So now if you see here this amount, so how it is calculated, let's see one by one. So if you double click on this, 28 days into the per day amount is equal to this amount it will be generated the system in the February month. So the same for March, that number of days 31 for March month and the day wise revenue rate. So this amount 5224 something it will come. April also same. So 30 into per day amount, per day revenue rate if you give this amount it will calculate. So that means how many days we have in each month, based on that per day revenue rate it will take, accordingly it will generate the invoice for each month. So based on the day wise, this 15,000 for 89 days it will calculate. So it won't calculate on a monthly base. For that each and every month for the total 3 months plan for the customer, 28 days day wise invoice will be generated and the customer has to pay and organization has to recognize such a way only. So it won't take February 30 days, March 30 days, April 30 days like that. So how many days as per the calendar? Based on that, based on the daily revenue rate, it will calculate. So here I given a formulas also in detail. It will be easily understandable. So now for this daily revenue rate all periods, as per this first month, second month, third month, accounting entries will be generated or not, will verify. So if you see daily revenue rate all period, let's see here. So in the first month, it's a February in our case. If you see the plan also, it's a February first month, second month, third month. So in February, let's see what I'm saying here. 4719. Let's see here. Yeah, see here. Revenue is a 4719. It is recognizing out of 15,000. It's an a receivable. That means total invoice amount which was paid by the customer first month itself. But we shouldn't recognize the total as a revenue in the first month because the recharge plan is 3 months. So month wise we have to calculate the invoice. So in this case, out of 15,000, so if you less this 471910, the remaining amount it will be parked as an unearned revenue. That it will be again unearned revenue for a third month, sorry, second month. Apart from that, again 31 days right here. So 5224 something it will come. See here, 5224 72 it is calculated. Round off it is happened. So same revenue it will be calculated 5224 and 72 it will come debit side credit side. So third month if you see 30 days 5056.17. This is a round of 118 it will calculate. So as per the example, the formula which I am explained here, the such a way only first month, second month, third month system it will calculate the, I mean it will recognize the revenue based on the invoice amount. Okay. So I hope it's very clear for everyone. Okay. So the next one, last one. It is also very important, but it is a bit tricky. So please listen very carefully. So let's see here. So same, the mobile recharge, retail mobile recharge for 60 days. The amount is 15,000. So the plan started from February 1st to April 1st only. It's April 1st, not entire April 30. Here April 30 we calculate, but here till April 1st only. So if you see here how the system it will calculate the recognition on monthly basis. So for February months, 28 days, March 31st, April we have a first one day. So till April 1st only we are customers are taking the plan. So if you calculate the total number of days, it's a 60 days. Okay. So now we can calculate the day wise revenue rate based on the invoice amount based on the total days. So the total invoice amount is 15,000 and the number of days for the plan is 60 days. So now if you divide it by the total invoice amount by number of days, what per day revenue rate it will come, it's a 250. So now if you see here 1 into 250 per day amount is 250 only because it's a one day. Now this 250 amount we will deduct from the our total invoice amount. So here if you see for April how it is calculated, we have total invoice amount 15,000. Out of that it's a third month actually, but it is deducting which in the first month itself. So the remaining amount is 14750. Okay, so again I'm repeating, we have total invoice amount 15,000. Total number of days is it's a 60 days. So per day revenue, how it will calculate total invoice amount by total number of days per day revenue that it will come. So in April we have only one day. That is the reason why it will calculate the revenue for 251. This 250 we will deduct from the total invoice amount. So this is 15,250 divided by 14750 it will come. This 14750 we will equally distribute to February month, March month. If you divide it by remaining amount by 2, 7375 it will come. So here daily revenue rate partial period means it won't calculate the day wise. So what is the very short term days we have in that month, that it will calculate it on day wise. The remaining amount we will deduct from the invoice amount, that it will be equally distributed to remaining months. It could be 2 months or 3 months or 4 months based on the plan. Okay. Yeah. So the same way we will go and see the accounting entries will be system generated or not as per this first month, second month, third month. We'll see that. Yeah. So if you see here, uh, yeah. So this is the first month, second month, third month. So if you see first month, how it is 7375. See here 7375. Okay. So actually draft I ran the accounting. That is why I'm seeing the status of that. So if you see here, so first month 7375 it will be recognizing, and out of that 7500 remaining is 7625 is there. So apart from that unearned revenue again 7375 it will be recognized in the third month. Remaining 250 it will recognize in the April month. So the way I am explaining the example, As per that only, the system it will generate the accounting entry. Okay. Yeah. So this is the way our revenue recognition it will calculate in our Oracle Fusion application. Okay. So I hope I explained very clear. Okay. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to connect the YouTube channel for more and more quality educations. Okay. Have a good day, guys. Thank you. It is very, very important, guys. Please prepare yourself. It is very easy. I given very in detail explanation about how the system it is calculating based on the formula, how it is triggering under, along with these accounting entries also. It will be very helpful to you when you are giving the interviews for all big customers, big clients. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your support. Okay. Have a good day.